Hello everyone, this is Shadrach ASMR. This right here will be a change from my usual lineup of videos, and it has interrupted your regularly scheduled videos for editing and what have you. But at the insistence of Serene Sleeps, I must take part in this 25 ASMR list thing. I know, I normally don't do scripts. It's just one of those things. I just do ASMR on the fly. But anyways, when I first experienced ASMR, it was many years ago, and at the time it was the whisper community. And while I did not necessarily experience head tingles, I did, experience a lot of people whispering. And it was a strange thing at first, but after a while, out of curiosity, I decided to go back to those type of videos. And I believe I came across Taylor Darling, as she was the first person to introduce me to such a strange world of ASMR. And it was through her, it was through Taylor Darling I was able to meet all the other ASMR artists. Very interesting. As for the first time I started watching this ASMR stuff, it was, almost say around last year, I believe, or earlier this year. I'm not 100% certain that it was either last year or around earlier this year, but I believe that's around the time I started watching ASMR. And, okay, by the way, I'm reading this off my cell phone in case anyone's asking. My favorite unintentional ASMR videos is kind of hard to pinpoint because, well, there's just some videos there that you could identify as ASMR, but I would have to say videos involving the removal of earwax and dental procedures would have to be unintentional ASMR. Oh, sorry about that. I got this camera on a stack of chips, so please bear with me. I'm reading everything off my cell phone, by the way, in case anyone's wondering. As for the last 5 ASMR artists I've seen, I would have to say Whispering Pizza, Serene ASMR, Visual Sounds ASMR, Seafoam Kitten, and Tarar Adegulo. I don't know if I'm saying his name right, but he's a pretty cool guy. He may come off as a creeper, but that's just what he does. That's just how he is. As for my favorite triggers that I see in ASMR videos, it'd have to be role plays, because as an amateur actor myself, I love, role play, because in a sense, it sounds very entertaining, and at the same time, you're no longer yourself, you're a totally different person. I guess that's a wonderful ASMR experience. My least favorite triggers would have to be eating, in a sense, with people smacking their lips and what have you. It really gets on my nerves and just aggravates me. I once had a coworker that would smack his lips, and it just sitting next to him would just drive me crazy. I would be like, I'm not misophomic or anything, and there'll be a link down there as to what misophonia is, but I started to sympathize with people who actually have misophonia. It just, some ASMR triggers just really arouse me in the way of being, head tingles, but as in what goes on in this brain right here, nothing dirty or anything. But people that eat just drives me mad. I admit I've engaged in some videos that did involve eating, but that was strictly for those that utilize in those types of tingles, if I'm making any sense here. I use ASMR videos largely to relax and fall asleep because even though it's in the daytime, I work nights. I mean, I'm not a vampire or anything. It's just I work in a career field which enables me to work nights. And I use ASMR to help me get, to sleep in the daytime. And what I normally do is I use my cell phone or my tablet, some headphones, and an eye mask and, a sleep mask or something. And I lay in bed, sometimes my cat Annie, she'll curl up on top of me, and as I'm listening to ASMR, I just drift away, and it helps me sleep. And more times than not, I have drifted away to slumberland, if you will. And ASMR videos seem to be the one thing that helps me out a lot in that regard. Bedtime routine. I think I explained my bedtime routine because I sleep on a different schedule than most people, and I think I've already explained that in the previous video as to what my routine is, and it usually helps me get, set up for ASMR videos and what have you. As for my favorite triggers, and for my least favorite triggers, in fact, I'm going to combine questions 9 and 10 into one. Those videos right there, the triggers that I do, my favorite triggers are role plays, and my least triggers are food eating. So that's right there. I'm just going to combine those two into one. As for how long it takes to make a video, it usually takes, depending on the subject material, it could take a few minutes, or it could take an hour or several hours to get the equipment. For example, in my video, ASMR Resistance Fighter, it took all day to get all the equipment, because I had to go to various stores just to get the guns, the props, even the camera that I'm using right now, in the sense of filming and editing it and everything like that. And if you want to know what videos I've gotten tingles from that were my own, this is number 12, by the way. It is from my doodles and drawings video. And going into 13, yes, I do edit my videos, and I do watch my own videos. And what I normally use to edit is, sometimes I use Microsoft Windows Maker or something like that, or Movie Maker or something like that. I mean, I use various different software. It's kind of hard to pinpoint which one. And the time of days that I film are usually in the daytime, and my favorite film so far was the Resistance Fighter film, and I'm going to say the alien abduction ASMR video that I did. I would have to say, well, none of my videos have unexpected negative reactions. I am upset about the lack of viewership and the lack of subscriber base that I have, because I really hope to make something of myself in the ASMR community. I'm not trying to score big or anything. I mean, I wouldn't mind having 1,000 dedicated subscribers, but I guess I'm going to take what I'm given for the time being, because I can't, just do it willy-nilly and expect success to happen overnight. I mean, I'm very active on Twitter with all the other ASMR artists and what have you. But for now, it's still something that's being worked on. I have to make materials and videos, and with Halloween being, around the corner and everything like that, I now see a lot in the way of props that I can obtain and get. And, you know, it's for me, I'm still starting up. And no, and I think number 18, I explained it, that all my videos just don't get the love they deserve. I mean, I put a lot of effort in them, and it's very upsetting that I get less than 100 views or so, at least, to less than a couple of thousand viewers at most. I mean, I really would like to have something bigger than that, but I guess being new to the fandom, as a long-time watcher of ASMR videos, and now someone who does watch and create ASMR videos as well, it's a lot harder than it looks. But I'm not one to walk away from that. As for absurd requests from fans, I'm still new to the community as an ASMR artist, so I haven't really gotten any absurd fan requests. And I'm not even sure if I've said this, but nobody knows I make ASMR videos. Maybe one or two co-workers, and that's about it. But everyone else doesn't seem to know about it, as it's more of an underground thing for the time being. And I prefer to keep it that way for obvious reasons. And that's just how I am as a person. I prefer to not tell anyone about my ASMR videos, because I'm not sure how they would think and react about them, because it's just one of those things. And as for being recognized in public, no, I prefer to be anonymous. I like having my own anonymous anonymity, because I'm not bothered by anyone. I wouldn't mind being famous, though, but famous in a sense that I'm not noticed right away on the street corners, that you would have to second guess as to who I was, in the sense that he looks familiar, but I don't know exactly what for, but he's famous for something. Let's just see what he does for a living, and what does he engage in. Because I value my privacy. Let's just put it that way. What inspires my video ideas is just various sources. I mean, I look at costume ideas from Halloween stores. I look at, other videos and see what they've been doing, inspiration-wise, to see if I could do something like it, like box videos, for example, or role plays. I mean, it's just an endless amount of ideas. I mean, I hate saying I hate saying that word, by the way. I need to get that out of my vocabulary. Other videos are sounds and everything like that, kind of like these bird videos. And I know that I'm just talking over it, but that's one of the things I'm going to do. And I spend most of the time on Twitter and YouTube and occasionally Facebook, and that's basically where I go. I mean, mainly Twitter, because I'm trying to find a new fan base, and that's basically what I'm trying to